Jade Peterson. She is as reliable as they come, but the first pitch swinging. It's Regan Diaz who rolls one all the way to the wall, and look at her fly around two. She'll stand up at 3 with a triple. One pitch into the talent in here, as well as some of the younger players, and Mutsi's one of them, and a diving catch already from Georgia Bevan. We were wondering how she'd play at third. Well, there's your answer.
Here's the Eastern replay. She comes in, sees bunt, and makes a diving play in foul territory. Another angle here.
And a strikeout for Jade Peterson.
Goes again.
Knocked to the right side. It'll score the first run of the game. It'll score 2 as it's bobbled in the outfield. Meanwhile, Erickson is hustling around 2, pushing for 3. There won't be a play. It's 2 RBIs and a lead for Seacombe.
The finals, including Johanna Grauer.
And a swing and a miss. Jade Peterson gets the strikeout.
Right, left throughout the game.
This flared over towards the right side of the diamond, and it drops in front of Rosa Vergara, and it is a lead-off hit. Put him on, move him over, bring her home. Swing and a miss on a pitch down low from Diaz, and it is 1 down.
Promising things to come from both sides.
Grounded over towards first, scooped up by Monroe, and she'll step on the bag to make those final lineup decisions. And a big strikeout for Regan Diaz. Strands the runner at 3 after sunset here. And softball SA, and the sun sets on the at-bat for Rosa Vergara. It's a
Up to the pace.
swings that one upstairs. Jade Peterson grooving with her 4th strikeout. Looking for her 4th in a row, and she gets it. Jade Peterson, that was in her first inning, and she starts off the 2nd with a strikeout.
A lot of blue on the scorecard to start tonight. Blue for those scoring at home is.
And another strikeout, make it 3 in a row. Grounded up the middle. We have a ball in play. Diaz. Well, she didn't strike her out, but she still takes it herself. Off to the right side of the field, into the glove of Sasha Penglaze. That grounded back to Peterson. 2 down.
Only one of the game so far.
Right to Sophie Kinnear. Well, no strikeouts this inning, but it's still a 1-2-3 inning. And a swing and a miss. Regan Diaz make it strikeout number 5 on base. Smash to right field. It drops in front of Schumacher. Advances the runner to second. Over towards short. Mutsi gets the leadoff runner at 3, and wisely Becky Havas. Chaos created. 1 run is scored. They're going to try to send to second. This game is tied.
Penglace.
This game. Ball slips away. It could be costly. It is expensive. It's a 3-2 lead for Glenelg. Usually come back to bite you, and you have that wild pitch, and now Chappelle puts one in the air, and there's a bit of chaos on the base pass. I think there's some interference, and rightfully called out, but it will end. Swing and a miss. Havas sat down.
There
it is. Through the lineup. Jay Peterson. 0 for 1 at the plate. Now 0 for 2 as Diaz trying to get back in a groove. Lays down the bunt. Drops in front, and they're going to let it drop, and now it's a bunt single for Charlotte Fairley. Pitchers. Smacked over to right field, but it's high up in the air. To the glove of Rosa Vergara. There's 2 down.
So
Well, there's a big strikeout from Diaz. So if they lose, is that where you kind of force Shepard into the lineup and say, we just got to play you, just to nail down that final spot?
Vergara tries something different.
I like it.
at the top of the zone.
There's pitch, bunt, 1 out. Can they get 2?
That
Throw down the line. It's a double play.
Happen.
as long as it wasn't a triple play, it was going to bring Regan Diaz to the plate, thinking, it won't even be a double.
Well, Lee Hole would be turning right now. Oh my goodness. He always said never bunt on the first pitch is what he always said because of that. Now, there's different schools of thought. I think you can pinch up. Grounded over to second. And it gets through. Runner, play at the plate, tie game. Nothing was hit out of the infield until now, and now look at Diaz fly home. Seacombe retake the lead. Havis to right field. Penglay's charging on it, drops in. Another run will score. Havis with an RBI. It's a 3-run inning for Seacombe.
You put it right on. She needed to swing for a team then, and
Bevan up the middle. It's knocked down by Vergara. She can't make a play. And a leadoff runner. Here is the bunt. It's in the air. It's on the ground. And there's a well-executed bunt from Sophie Kinnear. She does her job. And she cracks one to the left side. She scored 1 run. They'll hold up the runner, but Lucy Chappelle, back in the Premier League, has driven in a run, cuts the lead in half. How about this?
And that's just contact hitting, She hasn't swung back heavy on that. That's just a great piece of...
the time, if they break that 20...
Knocked to the right side. They flip for 1, can they turn 2? No!
What a great play by Georgia Tonkinson. That is outstanding.
Meanwhile, though, the run has scored.
For a young player, just come back from the state under 18, she's stayed low and done the backhand to make sure that...
Care and get paid for your time. Log on to cmax.com.au.
Walk up right down the line. Munro snags it, steps on the bag.
Glaces had a couple of clutch at-bats. And then Peterson, that's our 10th of the game.
There's an important lead-off out.
Swing and a miss, Jade Peterson. 11 punchies tonight. It's a dozen for Jade Peterson. And a big strikeout. And a little hop from Regan Diaz, 1 down. Grounded to third. Havis. The ball got away. And the winning run's aboard. McGee up the middle. Horton slides in safely at 2, and there's a runner in scoring position. Knocked to the right side. It drops in front and gets through. Will that send the winning run? Horton, play at the plate. The comeback queen, strike again.
Unbelievable.
A Glenelg walk-off. And it all but secures a spot in the finals.